Have you ever wondered what lurks behind the scenes when you are browsing the internet? It's a broad and complex world, a digital frontier teeming with both exciting opportunities and potential dangers. Among these dangers are network threats, unseen and often unnoticed until it's too late. Think of network threats as digital burglars. They come in many forms with many different goals. Some want to steal your data, some want to disrupt your activities, and others just want to cause chaos. These threats are a constant concern because they can impact anyone, from individuals to large corporations. They're the reason why cybersecurity is such a hot topic and a rapidly growing field. Our digital world is interconnected, and every connection is a potential opening for a threat. From your home Wi-Fi to the vast expanses of the internet, every network is a potential target. So it's clear that network threats are a real and present danger. But what exactly are these threats? Now, let's dive into the sea of network threats. First off, we have malware and phishing attacks. When we talk about malware, we're referring to malicious software designed to cause harm to a network or system. Malware comes in many forms, including viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, spyware, and adware. Each type of malware has a unique way of infiltrating and damaging a system. For instance, viruses attach themselves to clean files and spread throughout a computer system, corrupting files and causing system malfunctions. Ransomware, on the other hand, locks access to a user's files until a ransom is paid. But how does malware find its way into a system? Often, it's through deceptive tactics like phishing. Phishing attacks are a type of social engineering where cybercriminals impersonate a trusted entity to trick people into revealing sensitive information or downloading malware. For example, you might receive an email that appears to be from your bank, asking you to log into your account. However, the link leads to a fake website, and when you enter your login details, they go straight to the attacker. The impacts of malware and phishing attacks can be severe. They can lead to data theft, financial losses, reputation damage, and even legal consequences. In the case of ransomware, victims may lose access to their files permanently if they don't pay the ransom, but even if they do, there's no guarantee that the files will be unlocked. Protecting against these threats involves a combination of technical measures, like using antivirus software and firewalls, and behavioral measures like being cautious when opening emails from unknown sources or clicking on suspicious links. Regularly updating your software and backing up your data can also help to mitigate the risks. Phishing and malware can cause significant damage, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. As we continue to explore the landscape of network threats, we'll find that these are just two examples of the many challenges that network administrators face. Moving on, we encounter the threats posed by denial of service attacks and insider threats. Denial of service or DDoS attacks are a particularly troublesome type of network threat. The idea behind a DDoS attack is surprisingly simple: to overwhelm a network or service with traffic, rendering it unavailable to its intended users. It's kind of like a traffic jam on the internet highway, preventing legitimate traffic from getting where it needs to go. Now, imagine this on a larger scale, with multiple sources targeting a single network. This is known as a distributed denial of service, or DDoS attack. The impact? Well, it can range from minor inconvenience to significant financial loss and damage to a company's reputation. But let's not forget about insider threats. These are threats that come from within an organization. It could be a disgruntled employee, a careless intern, or even a malicious insider with intent to harm the organization. The common factor here is that they all have legitimate access to the network, which makes these threats particularly hard to detect and prevent. And the damage? Insider threats can lead to loss of critical data, interruption of services, or even a complete network shutdown. So how do we deal with these threats? In the case of DDoS attacks, preventative measures could include configuring firewalls to block suspicious traffic, or implementing load balancing to distribute network traffic evenly. As for insider threats, robust access controls, regular audits, and a strong security culture within the organization can go a long way in mitigating risks. Remember, in the vast digital landscape, threats can come from anywhere and anyone. It could be a faceless hacker half a world away launching a DDoS attack, or it could be the friendly face in the next cubicle over. The key is to be aware, be prepared, and always stay one step ahead. Denial of service and insider threats can disrupt services and compromise data, but believe it or not, there's still more to cover. Last but not least, we have the threats posed by zero-day exploits and man-in-the-middle attacks. Let's dive right in. Zero-day exploits are cyber threats that take advantage of software vulnerabilities on the very same day they become known, hence the name zero-day. This leaves almost no time for developers to create and implement a patch, making these threats particularly dangerous. Now, onto man-in-the-middle attacks. Imagine a secret conversation between two people. But there's a third person eavesdropping, intercepting, and even altering the messages. That's essentially what a man-in-the-middle attack is, but in a digital context. These attacks can intercept data, alter it, and send it on, all without the original parties knowing. Both of these threats can wreak havoc in a network, exploiting vulnerabilities and intercepting sensitive data. They highlight the importance of staying ahead in the cybersecurity game. These final threats, zero-day exploits, and man-in-the-middle attacks can exploit vulnerabilities and intercept data, rounding out our overview of network threats. So we've taken a dive into the world of network threats, but what does all this mean? In the vast digital landscape of today, understanding the various types of network threats is crucial. We've journeyed through the different types, from malware, phishing, and ransomware, to insider threats and denial-of-service attacks. Each comes with its unique set of challenges and requires a different approach to tackle effectively. But why does this matter? Well, these threats pose significant risks to our data integrity, privacy, and overall network security. They can disrupt businesses, leak sensitive information, and even lead to financial losses. Hence, the importance of understanding and protecting against network threats cannot be overstated. In essence, it's a game of cat and mouse. As new threats emerge, so too must our defenses. It's a continuous cycle of learning, adapting, and fortifying our networks against these potential hazards. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about network threats, the better equipped you'll be to protect against them. Stay safe out there.